Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Papa Gaming here, and today we're playing some more Bloons Adventure on Tower Defense. So today, we're doing the super epic, awesome, incredible range challenge, sort of. So basically, we're just giving the character with the most base range, Super Monkey, the most range possible. And we're also doing the same for the character with the least range in the game, which I thought was Finn. But apparently, please scroll over here. I don't know if it'll show it, because I already gave her a couple of trinkets. Does it? Yeah, PB's range is 27, her base range. Finn's is 30. There is a 3 range difference. Yeah, I don't know. Just to let you know, in case you are unaware, range is exponential growth, because it's a circle, so its range, I think, is based off the radius. That's what it represents. So, a small increase in range can actually look like quite a big, or can be quite a big increase in area. So, just to keep that in mind. But yeah, we have a lot of range. It took me a while to get all of these items. I'm sort of glad that this is actually insane range. Plus 12, plus 0.5 per star. It's a really big increase. Because this means he actually at least isn't completely useless. Plus he gets camera protection thanks to this. So, you know, if we get plasma goggles, he can actually do decent damage as well. We will probably be using Sai as backup. But we're going to start with Super Monkey. Then we're going to start with the character with the least range, because I think that would be cool just to see the comparison. What would be a good map for this? I haven't actually decided. I want to do one where, like, you can really take full advantage of just the massive range. What is a good map to do that? Candy Forest isn't bad. Candy Dungeon could be cool. Plus, it has Bloon Beacon map. So, let's head into Candy Dungeon. I think we're going to do extreme mode just to make sure we actually see Tower better, because we are going to, like, this is a decent test. We do, as I was saying, we do actually want to see, like, is this tower, he's not even in our party. Okay, so, he's going to be in our party in a second. We have to do some switching around. Obviously, we can't start with Super Monkey, so, you know, we're going to have to wait a little while, make some money first. But apparently he's not in our party, so, yeah. Bye, Max. We don't need you anymore. We need our good old friend Super Monkey with his incredible range. He even has range upgrades too, so like his range really is... Honestly, I'm going to be a little disappointed if he doesn't have global map range, because he really should. Well, I'll check the numbers afterwards. We probably could have done that beforehand, but whatever, it's not that important. We are starting with Sai. So we're going to just place normal Sai. We are going to go for Cobra plus Monkey Farmer, because money, and Super Monkey's expensive. And then we're probably just going to leave it at that. I have a feeling Sai can probably solo until we get enough money for Super Monkey, especially since we will have Cobra generating money. And if he doesn't, Cobra can also pop some balloons, if worse comes to worse. But yeah, I think this should be pretty cool looking. The main reason is I want to take a break, small gap, before we do Sam Ultra Buffed. I'm really excited for her, but at the same time, you know, I wanted to make it last at least a little bit. We do actually have 77 potions on us, so we can upgrade her. I don't want to leave that, wait for the video. Because honestly, I'm excited. I have high hopes for her, and I'm going to be really disappointed if she turns out to be a little bit weaker. But, I don't know. She should be pretty strong. But I guess we still have to just wait and see. I don't know. She's been pretty powerful when we did, like, the wizard challenges and elemental challenges and that stuff. So hopefully she will do quite well. Yeah. I hope you guys are having a good day so far. Today is Sunday, the end of the weekend. But you know what? Sundays are pretty calm days too. At least they can be. I mean, technically, any day can be a calm day. Any day can be like a stressful, intense day. But I feel like generally, Sundays are calmer days. You don't have as much going on. You're just... Maybe you do. Maybe you're rushed because you forgot about something. But I feel like at the end of the day, Sunday ends up just being a little bit of a calmer day. But I guess it depends. Everyone is different. But I feel like everyone has at least one day of the week that's a calm day. Anyways, base range Super Monkey. That's pretty large, I have to admit. I'm a little disappointed. That still seems a bit small. But I mean... Wait, no, we messed something up. Give me a sec. Sorry, we have to restart. I forgot something. We are including buffs with this, and there are quite a few things that can buff your character range. Specifically, instruments. So, Which instrument is it that gives range? Honesty bells? 3 range, yes. And then, oh, wow, we can upgrade Jake to level 8. Wow, okay, sure, we're going to upgrade Jake to level 8 as well, because why not? Boop-a-doo. I love that dance. It just looks like, he's just like, bum, ba-da-ba-ba-boop-a-doop. Anyways, Marceline, you also need to be swapped for something that gives range as well. 5% attack speed, no thank you. You own range, right? You're Pierce, yep. Are you range? Pierce. Range? Pierce. Range. Nope. Did any of these give range? +2 range. Great. Okay, cool. So, you know, that's important for reasons. Yeah, that sucks a little bit, setting us a little bit farther back, but what are you gonna do? We're doing this full test for Super Monkey. We're not gonna be doing this full thing when we test out Warrior BB because she won't actually be able to survive. Super Monkey's range will be epic. Hers will be satisfactory, I have a feeling. Could be wrong, though. It'll be interesting. Really, this is just a comparison to see how much the buffs matter. Like, is it a big deal, the character's base range, or is it really just, like, how much range you give them that makes a big difference in the long run? It'll be interesting to see. I have a feeling it's a mix of both overall, but yeah, we will have our instruments, we will have PBs, Regal Presence. I don't think there's any other buffs that give range. If there are, then sorry, I missed them. You can double check if you wanted to all of my different trinkets. They should be the right build. There'll be a slight change for Warrior PB because she is not affected by, one of the trinkets gives more range to a monkey, then we have another trinket that gives more range to, I think it is, I want to say it's female characters. I think it's female characters, might have been something else, but it applies to her, I remember. I don't exactly remember how. But it should be interesting, so yeah. His base range, keep in mind, this base range, that won't have changed, is not going to be his maximum range. In fact, it should be a little bit away. Like, there should be quite a few range increases we can still get here. Because we still have the instruments, his upgrades, PB. It'll make a big difference overall. I hope. I really want her range, or his range, just to be absolutely massive, because, well, that's what we're here for. If his range doesn't cover the full map, I'm simply going to be a little bit disappointed. Okay, we're going to start with him here. I think we're going to start with his... Do we start with his range upgrades, or do we start with the buffs? Let's start with the range upgrades to get the bases. So we have here. We increase it again. Nothing too huge, but it's a decent increase now, because his range starts off so large. It ends up being more worth it in the long run. Keep in mind, his basic range probably only goes up to that, like, rock over there. If you see the rock above Monkey Farmer, that's normally what his range is, basically. Okay, that was a little lame, those upgrades, but I mean, no difference. He will definitely be covering this full map, I have a feeling, or at the very least that bottom loop. But let's see. Jake in action. That's not a huge increase. That's a little lame. But, I mean, at the same time, not horrible. We are going to release... What's his face now? You can be locked over there. Lock you in place. So you can be defense if necessary. Okay, that's a little bit better. Final range upgrade. It's going to be... Oh, wow. Her range is massive, too. I forgot about that. It's because she has, like, the gun or whatever, the web gun. Regal Presence. This is his max range. That is really huge, I have to admit. Like, that's a big range. That's still a little disappointing. I feel like that could have been bigger. But he does cover, like, the full, like, from bottom to top, from side to side. Doesn't exactly cover from corner to corner. We're pretty close. So now let's get some actual upgrades so he can actually, like, pop lead balloons and stuff. Because currently he can't. And I don't think he will actually have lead pop power in time. Yeah, no, because there's lead balloons there. You can pop lead, right? Nope. Well, we might leak a lead balloon here, but that's not the end of the world. Can Marceline? Marceline can. Forgot I gave her lead pop power currently. So we should be fine. Just get up to plasma, then he can pop. Actually, we should probably go for disarming charisma first. That'll be an interesting thing to see. Does disarming charisma, does the effect radius get increased with his range? Let's see. Yeah, I think so. They start taking damage as soon as they enter through the gate. I know it may look like he's popping them, but he's not. They just pop on their own as well. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely a noticeable increase. Not quite as huge as I would have liked, but still a noticeable increase. Yeah, they will pop right there. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That could be worse, but that's pretty good. That is actually one of the features of him that does let him take advantage of his big range. Because generally, right now, if you give him this massive range, as you see here, he is whiffing a lot. He just cannot hit a single bloon because range isn't always a good thing. That's an interesting thing to think about while we experience this absolutely humongous range. Is that range is not always a good thing. It can be. You want to make sure you can attack the towers, but it's not always going to be beneficial because sometimes the balloons are too fast, or if it's too far away, they're going to be less accurate, and sometimes you're better off being close up, or closer at the very least. And this is a pretty good example of that. But still, I think it's pretty awesome that we got a range this massive. That's pretty big. Yeah, honestly, not much more else to that. Let's get Heroic Roar, because why not? I don't think it increases his range, but still. But that's sort of it. I think we're going to go... I guess we should head out and switch for Warrior PB. So this probably will be a shorter video, a little bit more of a random video. Because, well, quite simply, we're just messing around a bit, getting maximum range. We will probably do this again with Pierce, if I don't forget. If you're interested, let me know, because this is range. Range is interesting, it's more of an obvious one to see. But it could also be fun to max out like Pierce, attack speed, damage. The idea of just like ultimate stats. So let me know if you're interested in that, if that sounds good to you. But let's get going. Okay. Warrior PB. Okay, so what was it? Did it apply to... No, it's just a 1.5, right? Because she didn't have any other bonuses. Okay. So, we have some basic ones first, obviously. We have the Last Nauticon. We have her sword, by the way. Her weapon is 40 sword. That one of her weapons gives the most range. Okay, now we have quite a few others. We have the Ice Cook, which gives 6 range. We have the bow tie. Where is the bow tie? Could she not have the bow tie? Dang it. That's not very good, if not. Okay, I don't think she can have the bow tie. Well, let's just start off. That one's a monkey exclusive, so that one only gives 1 range to her, technically. So we can't always put it, but she only has 7 trinket slots, so I don't think it should come to that. I know there were quite a few items here, so just gonna have to give me a second to try to remember which ones they are, which ones were the ones that gave range, because you don't think about range too often. We missed out on power meter. Oh, super monkey. We're gonna have to fix that afterwards. We're gonna have to go back, give him increased range again. But I'm seriously confused. Which ones am I missing? I feel like I'm being so stupid and you guys are just like, you missed this trinket or whatever. But this... No, this was +1 range. I mean, I'll take it. But I could have sworn there were other plus... Like, this is a +1 as well. Were there no other pluses? Really thought there were other range increases. Well, that's a 2 range. Is there a 2 range that, or 1.5 that can replace this 1 range? Ooh, the Power Ring of Range, right. That one's a good one. And then we are left with this one, which is only a 1 increase. Do we have anything else to replace the 1 range increase? This doesn't apply, that's to allies. That might be it, I think, maybe, possibly, perhaps. The Wizard Hat, that's 1.5. And then I think we're good, because we have 2 1.5s. I don't think there's anything better than 1.5s left. I don't think there are any doubles or anything. Nope, we're good. Okay, so let's do her quickly, then we're going to go back. Then we're going to test Super Monkey, because apparently we messed up, because we forgot to give him Power Meter, because he's a ranged unit. So his range could have been fairly significantly larger than that, so yeah. Honestly, for a melee character, her range is really tiny to start off, so this is pretty huge. Actually, what we should do is afterwards we should do a comparison with no trinkets. Okay, never mind, this might be a longer video. None of these increase range, right? There's... That one's Pierce, that one's attack speed, that one's damage. Okay, and this one doesn't increase her range. Nope, that's the Gumball guards. Okay, cool. So, we have her. Then we need to place Jake, because Jake's important. Then we're gonna need some money. So now let's get up Cobra. And then his good old pal, the monkey farmer. We will need some money. I have no idea if she's gonna be strong enough to last this long. What's happening here? She's swinging a balloon as soon as they enter a range, and she's hitting like 5 balloons outside of her range. Is this a glitch because her range is so massive? That doesn't make a ton of sense to me, but okay. That seems a little weird. Keep in mind, this character is the smallest range in the game. Well, I mean, technically Super Monkey, or Monkey Farmer is, but he didn't count. Smallest hero range in the entire game is Warrior PB. It's really small. Yes, even smaller than Marshland's. I'm positive about that. Warrior PB's range, and she's like, this is the size of, almost the size of base Super Monkey. It's a pretty big increase, pretty significant increase. Okay, this shouldn't take very long. Marshland. Then we're going to have to redo Super Monkey, and at the same time we can do basic Warrior PB, and then we'll have to do one more time with base Super Monkey, because I want to make the range, I don't know, I want to cover the bases too. Probably should have started with that, but whatever. Don't have too much more to go, man. PB's range is going to be way larger than hers by the end of this. Her range isn't horrible, but it's not great. And we only have one more upgrade left. We go presents, come on, come on, come on. Maybe we'll do like a side-by-side. That'll probably be the thumbnail, honestly. Is like these characters side-by-side with range buffs and trinkets and without. So there we go. This is her range. Yeah, it's a little disappointing, isn't it? A little bit more mediocre than I was hoping, but could be worse. Anyways, time to check out. Yeah, that didn't last very long. But time to check out quickly. We have to take a look at Super Monkey because it messed up. We have to fix it. Then we have to also, I guess, just let's do the unequipped build for her. And then we'll quickly do the unequipped build for Super Monkey. And then we'll be good. I just realized I could have done the unequipped build for Super Monkey right there, couldn't I? Whatever. It doesn't matter. So with no range increases, her range is going to be really, really tiny. Because with them, if we look here, range was 60. That's a pretty big increase. That's more than double. That's ignoring the buffs that she would have had. I don't think she had them then, but she would have had, so, you know. Okay, starting off, in order. Last is an Orticon. Then we have the Power Meter, because I horribly forgot about that one. That could have been bad. Well, it was bad. I forgot about it. But next we have the bow tie is 3 range, correct? 6 range. Then we have the ice crook, which is 6 range. There's quite a few large range upgrades. Some of them obviously are a lot worse, but most of them are pretty big. He does have Triggered Thoughts, which does help. Okay, next. This one, no, not this one. It is the Sniper Beret, gives +2 range to Equip Monkey, so that's another 3 range, or that is a 3 range. I don't think there are any other 3 range left. So we have the Powering range, which is a 2. Then we have the, I believe that is all the double ranges as well. So we're down to 1.5 ranges. Am I correct? I think so. Just to double check. Oh no, this is a 2 range. Okay, we missed that for her. But 0.5 range wouldn't have made that big of a difference. And lastly, we have, let's go with, sure, this one, 1.5 range. So this is his range build, the better one, now that we fixed it. Let's head back in. Okay, just for quickly to show it off, this is her base range. Tiny. Yeah. So that's a pretty big difference. Anyways, back. Not mean to place side there. We lost so much money doing that. We could afford, how did we lose so much money from selling? Before we could afford Cobra, whatever. We need to get a lot more money again, because Super Monkey's actually decently expensive. Then we're going to have to do this one more time with the basic Super Monkey, and then we'll be done. So, yeah, so much for the shorter video. This is not going to be a shorter video. Random video still, but shorter, no, not so much. But that's okay. That's okay. I want to explore the range. I think it'll be cool to see the maximums. Already, it is kind of cool, like the noticeable difference. I have a feeling I'm going to notice it more when I do the thumbnail, because the thumbnail will probably be those images like side by side or something like that. So I miss, obviously, if that is, you guys have probably already seen that. But I have a feeling it's going to be pretty cool looking, and I have a feeling that's going to be a more noticeable difference. But now we have to do this a couple more times before we're done. Once again, let me know, do you want me to do this again with attack speed, or pierce or damage or something other stat like that, let me know, because I'd be interested in doing it. Happy to hear your suggestions. One thing quickly I do want to say is, we're not quite there, but by the time this video is done, or at the very least by the end of the day, I'm almost positive we will be. We are currently sitting at 424 subscribers, so really close to 425. It'll probably happen by the end of this video. Honestly, may have happened by the time I'm done recording, so, you know, that's pretty great. Want to say thank you for that, as we get close, very, very close to 425. It's going to be a big deal. It's the milestone for the month. But I mean, obviously, going past the milestone's always better. Super Monkey. Okay, we're getting close. We're like $200 away. Well, $250. Okay, come on. Super Monkey. Actually, that looks like a pretty major difference. I'm looking at this, I'm like, this seems like better than it was when he had both of his range upgrades beforehand. Like, when we buy this last range upgrade, Hyper Range, just wait a second, we have to wait till we get the money, but I have a feeling his range is going to look very similar to what it was before when we did our mess-up attempt. Like, when we had all the buffs and everything, too. Yeah, that's really similar to what it was with all the buffs. Well, that's a pretty big difference. I guess it sort of makes sense. We, like, 6, possibly even a 6.5 range difference. That's pretty massive. But now, this shouldn't take much longer. We don't need much money anymore. Then we're going to have to do this one more time, but we won't actually get the actual buffs. Yeah, whatever. This is going to be pretty cool to see Super Monkey's range getting ever larger. One more buff to go. Come on, PB. You can do it. Just magically make his range like double. I know you can't do that, but try. For me. Yeah, but I don't know. It's pretty cool. Like, it is interesting. Obviously, range is the theme of this video. Earlier on, I was like, yeah, you know what? Range isn't all that useful, because it's really not all that useful. Ooh, this is a big range. Okay. Looking at this in all its glory, I really wish we could... Can we hover over him? No, really? In BT6, you can hover over them, and it shows them your range. Well, you can't really see his full range, at least not for more than a fraction of a second. But I mean, it's pretty cool looking nonetheless. Do we move them over? Nah, his range is pretty huge, that's the point. Anyways, I think that's it for this. Now, we have to unequip his trinkets. We have to head back in here. We have to place him, and then we'll be done. I promise. Then we'll be done. That'll be it. Except, you know, this might still take a little while, because Super Monkey costs $3,000, and I don't have $3,000 starting cash, and I won't for, like, until level 100. Actually, I think I actually did do the math once, and I do need to be, like, right around level 100 to have 3,000 starting cash. So I think currently with the pouch, I'm at, like, 1,400. No, that doesn't make any sense, then. Because you get $5 per level, so 20 levels is only $100. So I'd only make another, like, 200 and a bit. Okay, never mind. We won't end up with $3,000 ever. At least, I don't know. I'm curious. Is there actually a level cap? In BT6, the level cap is 350. I'm curious. Is it... That was weird. Is it the same level cap here? I think it might be, but I don't know. I could see the level cap being 100. But anything, honestly... You really, like, you get your last quest slot at level 50, yes, that was a long time ago for me at level 66. But once you get to level 50, you get your last quest slot, and that's really all that matters. Like, starting cash is still helpful, I guess, a bonus $5 here and there, but really, once you get your last quest slot, you can actually start fairly quickly grinding for hero items, because yes, quests are the biggest deal. So leveling up is important to get your quest slots, but you know what, doing your quests is one of the best ways to level up. To get more quest slots, to do more quests, to get more hero items. Because you guys asked me quite a few times, you're like, hey, how do I get hero items, how do I level them up so fast? Quests, quests, quests. If you can do them, do your daily quests, no matter how many you have. Even if, as soon as you reach level 10, you get your first slot. If you can do it, great. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. Obviously, preferably you want higher tier ones, but it depends on your time commitment. Some of them are really easy. At my point, I have 5 quest slots, but because I'm so, well, pretty powerful in this game, a lot of them I can do all at once. I can be like, okay, I'm going to do Extreme with no allies, using less than 3 characters, on a map that has 4 to 5 balloons. Like, I can do that without much issue. It's basically called place high. Anyways, the moment has come. The end. That's pitiful. Wow. That's so... I was talking about how PB's, honestly, you notice this one way more. That's kind of crazy. But with that, we're done. So, we're probably going to die here in the background. But thank you all for watching. Please consider giving the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribing to join the Purple Elephant Squad. It makes my day super nice, and I really do appreciate it. Plus, if you're watching this not long after it came out, you could be number 425, and that's just even better. So, have a wonderful day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!